News Interactive is brought to you.
Right, time for Joy News Interactive, and Lord is here once again. Good evening to you, Lord.
Indeed it is. Good evening, Ijo.
All right, so you take us through it.
Thank you. So it's time to hear from you on the segment that is brought to you by Airtel, the smartphone network. Enjoy more talk, longer text, and all the internet browsing with an Airtel 2 Match pack. All you have to do is dial *202#. To get in touch with us, please join us on Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Find us at facebook.com/Joy News on TV. Our handle on Twitter is also Joy News on TV, and our WhatsApp number is 0560-800,000. Please don't forget to add your name and location when you send a message. Okay, so the flag bearer of the opposition New Patriotic Party has presented what he calls the True State of the Nation address. Well, the presentation lasted a little over an hour, with the leader of the party, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, saying the country is in crisis. He also referred to President Mahamas' presentation last Thursday as one for family and friends and not ordinary Ghanaians. But how many States of the Nation address do we need? Do you think it was necessary to present another State of the Nation address?
For me, it was necessary because in my district, where am I? I'm in Call West and Call South. He made mention of a road which is being constructed. And let me tell you, you go there, the contractor has just pack all his things from that place because he said they are owing, the government is owing. And when you go there, bet you see a lot of dust around that area.
Yes, everything about Nane's address was perfect and was necessary.
Why?
Yeah, because when you look at the president's address, there are certain instances or there are certain things that he talked about. That is the achievement. That is the things that he feels like he has done for the country. And he gave an examples. But when you look at the ones that is ongoing, he did not give any examples. He did not show any examples. Does that make it perfect? It doesn't make it perfect.
I believe that because he too, he want to become as a leader of the nation. So he too, you know how things are moving on well, you see. So I think it's very necessary.
It's necessary.
Why?
Why? Because he's a citizen of the nation. And as a matter of fact, he's also a leader of opposition party. So he has his view to talk about what the president has addressed.
We are in a political time, so maybe he wanted to counter us what was said. That is why he does it.
But was it necessary for us?
It was not necessary.
Why do you say so?
Because what is it would seem like political gimmick. This one will be saying this one will be saying this. No.
What I
rather have say something about what he will come and do. What he will come and do, and what is his campaign message. That's what I was expecting him to come and say, but not to come and counterize. He has not done this, he has not done this. Because this one will become, this people, the NDC will also come back to say so many things about him and to amount to nothing.
As an opposition to the government, you can be sure that he will not actually admit all that he said to be a true reflection of what is going on. Other than that, what he is coming to do? If he actually admitted that what the president said was a true reflection, what then is he coming to do? So he will have to counter his address in order to portray himself as a better picture and who is better fit for the government that is to be elected.
Okay, so we also put this up on Facebook, and what's people saying?
All right, so we'd have to quickly get to that story and the reactions that are coming through. Okay, so the reaction here we have it. Chief Mano says, Nana Akufo-Addo has hit the nail right on the head. Ghana is in leadership crisis, and we need to change John Mahama to make Ghana work again. This is the true state of our country. Eja says Ghana is in a very big crisis now. Now we are no more in Dumso, we are in Minso. That is, the light is there but expensive, so you can't use it the way you want. Ayi says the truth speaks for itself. Ghana is in a state of crisis, let's face it. There's poverty, neglect, hopelessness and despair everywhere. People are hungry and parents can't pay fees. Come to our boy SHS in the Keta municipality and you see the true state of the nation. Pan-African says that's his view. When was the last time an opposition party praised the government? Never. I'm not talking to favor the government, but reality. What suggestions is he having to better the current situation? Not even when he has, he won't. This is Ghana and not political football. And Eliaso says, indeed, the true state of the nation, which represented our condition, was presented by our next president, Nanado. At best, the one presented by Mahamas could be described as comic relief. At some point, I thought I was watching Keys of Concert Party when I was watching Mahamas' State of the Nation. Ghana must work again with Nanado in the driving seat. Those are some of your views on Facebook.
I see. Now, this is Barima from Kubaji in Jinejine, and it says, President Mahamas' delivery to Ghanaians on the State of the Nation, showcasing his transformational agenda as always, continues to daze MPP. Sector by sector, he brilliantly enumerated countless achievements chalked. Nanado struggled to counter all President Mahamas said, but failed to provide alternatives. He has been forced to join the queue of the NPP serial callers who always make unsubstantiated claims. Thankfully, they have come to admit President Mahamas is clearly delivering. Ghana is in such safe hands. We can't afford a try-and-error president. Okay, that was a rather long one. And this is another. It says, tell to stop begging us to make him president. I see. And here's another. It says, we wanted to hear about inflation and the strength of Ghana's cities. Okay, I don't really understand your message here. And here's another. This is Fatih, actually. It says, I think it was good and necessary Akufo-Addo had given his version. There are things he said, and it is only he who can reply the president. He has spoken the truth, in the NDC will now go back and check their records. Very well. I think it's good he has spoken. And she continues to say that we are making our minds so. And okay, they're really coming in quickly. Okay, here's one more I'd like to take. This is Aliu Manama Busa. Said Nanado's State of the Nation address was in the right direction. The press was selective in its evidence-based presentation. He should have brought Wayome Agambiri, Selassie Ibrahim when he was talking of corruption. Okay. Now, Easy,
yep.
And enlighten me, what's this culture of, I think it's becoming back and forth. What about the State of the Nation address by Akufo-Addo? What do you make of it?
All right, so the president presented the State of the Nation address, which is what he's constitutionally mandated to do.
Exactly.
And I believe the NPP also felt that, okay, he hasn't really given the full picture, so let's give Ghanaians the... So here's what they think another set of Ghanaians feel is a true state of the nation. So let's put that out. But of course, when the president is speaking, he'll be talking about his achievements. Obviously. He wouldn't be talking about his shortcomings. So yes, he will talk about his achievements. The MPP, meanwhile, feels that let's talk about his shortcomings as a true state of the nation.
So does that mean that if probably another party sees some other enlightenment that the president failed to throw, they can also go in?
Well, yeah, they may also want to come up with a true state of the nation.
I see. Now, let's see the response that the president also gave to
Right, so President Mahamas, after they put the NPP flag bearer came up with the State of the Nation, he also posted something. He says, and I read it earlier on, but he talks about the fact that he's always believed in the tremendous power that exists between every Ghanaian. Essentially, he's saying that the opposition is exercising its democratic right to criticize, which is proof that we're living in a healthy democracy. And then he also goes on, essentially says that whatever achievements that he's talked about are actually the achievements, are collective achievements, and not necessarily his achievement, which I thought, well, he's been quite magnanimous there. So we posted it on our Facebook page. And, well, Shift Monosel says, Mr. President, your so-called evidence-based address confirmed your mediocrity. Why must you continue to lie to the suffering Ghanaians? In fact, incompetent is your name, and we can't waste another term with you. Change is indeed coming because we are in leadership crisis. Prince says, mere achievements by the NDC government. The harmful... So here we're reacting to this headline, I'm sure. Don't minimize my achievements. Mama reacts to the MPP's Sona. So it says, mere achievements by the NDC government. The harmful and minimum achievements under this government include scrapping of training allowances, rebranding of buses, saga, Wilmer scandal, Jada and Sada scandal. hashtag we need change now. And Joseph Akol says, on the more serious note, Mr. President, there's more for you to do for Ghanaians, but you bring one or three people. You said you changed life. What about the others? The children study under the trees, Mr. President. How? And then Frederick says, you may be doing well, but the manner in which we react to constructive criticism may make us see our downfall as leaders. So this time around, I'm choosing to go to the president's own page to read some of the comments there. Okay. So there's the president's own Facebook page, and we have that same post there. That's where we got a post from, actually. So Enoch Ansan says, Mr. President, is that the response to Akufo-Addo statement? In all fairness, I think Nana said the true reflection of the ordinary Ghanaian. The evidence-based state of the nation you presented was great. But if we were to go by that, then the number of women who benefited from free maternal care will not be able to even fit the Accra Sports Stadium. And I'll be quick to add that all the social intervention that those Ghanaians came to share was the bed brain of the previous government. I believe if every president will go by this precedence, then our SOTN will no longer be in the interest of Ghana, but for the few who has benefited from good policy of the government. Van Kelvin says, love you, Papa. My grandma used to tell me before gold can be attractive, it has to pass through a lot of heat, and it needs only the strong people to stand the heat. You are the perfect man for the job. Twaso.
Sir. And I realized that earlier in the bulletin you read, should I call it the official release by the NDC, Koko Anyudo?
Yeah, well, Koko Anyudo was also reacting to something that had been put on. It says, Akufo-Addo posed the challenge to him. It says he should, as a social democratic party, he should mention one social intervention initiative that they had initiated. Right. And Koko Anyudo was saying that, okay, so this one is off. But he stated that, well, they provided water, and water provision is NDC social intervention policy. Koko Anyudo to respond to Akufo-Addo challenge.
I see. So, well, I'd like to take a short break here. This is still Journeys Interactive. Please stay. Welcome back. This is still the interactive segments on Journeys Prime. So it is official that the Ghana Union of Traders Association is on strike. Our checks in the Central Business District of Accra reveal most shops have been closed. The shutdown is being led by the Joint Private Sector Business Consultative Forum. According to the forum, their businesses are being strangled with outrageous taxes by government. What do you make of their strike? Think it will make any difference?
Isn't the way to go. We should get their leadership to meet government and then talk things over with government. I mean, they are Ghanaians affected by the taxes anyway, and the rollover effect is on us who buy things from them. So they need to get down with government and then talk to government, possibly see how best government could meet them halfway.
I don't think this is going to change the mind of the government to do anything. I think if they want to do something, they'll do it at their own pace, not because of someone doing a demonstration or something, because there's been several demonstrations, I can say even maybe before I was born, but you can see that it's always the same whole story. They try to do something about it, they try to adjust it, but they don't actually solve the problem, they adjust it.
I don't think it will bring any change actually to me, because merely looking at it, when they are on strike, they already have the mindset that, okay, now they are on strike, they want us to reduce it, they want us to, make things normal like it was before. Definitely, if what they're having is very expensive, I see no reason why there should be any strike, because it wouldn't really make any sense, because if there's strike, they're just going to sit at home, and when they are not on strike, they will keep on doing the same thing, so it's just on and on. And due to what we are looking at now, things are very, very expensive, outrageously expensive, so if they are on strike, it won't really make any sense to me.
Okay, before I go to the Facebook comments, I need to read this message on WhatsApp. And it says, look, let's face the facts, what is real about that of what some call State of the Nation address. Hey, we are waiting for that of NDP.
Yeah, so I mean, anybody else, other party can even come up and say, okay. So let's get on to. So Mikhail actually went out there to get to find out, and these are some of the comments. Nana says, yet some of these shop owners, for some ignorant reason, don't get it when one condemns Mahamas government. Abdul says, let's pray for better Ghana now, not just change of government, because they are all the same. And Abuaji Simon says, this shows the real state of the traders in Ghana as at now. And Mahamaba says, Inshallah, I'm with you in prayers. If the Almighty Allah really wants to deliver Ghana, you surely lead Ghanaians to the promised land. Allah will give you strength, courage, wisdom, the compassionate heart to carry out His will. Ghanaians are asking for your leadership, and God will grant them their wish. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about right now. Maululu says, NDC must go. Better Ghana agenda indeed. Brass Spices says, yet we still run to IMF like babies. And this name is too long. He just says, hashtag change is coming. Prince Nuruddin says, the government must take proactive measures in solving the Guta grievances. And Nanes Woman says, come to Temaport 2. No duty for the government.
Yes, and this is Edward from Asamankese, and he says, I don't think the strike action by Guta is necessary. I think the union heads must meet the government and talk on this issue. Closing your shop will not affect the government massively, rather you. Okay. And this is another, says, are the Guta members only in Accra? These same people want the markets to be modernized, yet they would want to shelve their taxes. Close your shops and come for money for your kids' fees from me. Really? Okay. Izzy, let's see what's trending on Twitter. We actually have a trending video that I want you to watch before Izzy takes the trends.
I didn't quite get it.
Then we need to replay this.
Oscars, yeah. And the fact that he's donating 10,000 Tom's shoes to Ghana, and those shoes are going to be coming. And then also the Spirit Awards. So we have pictures of himself and Idris Delba. Interestingly, they're two Ghanaians who are trending.
Telling you.
You know, right now. But that guy, I mean, he's going places. He's really going places. Yeah. So that's what's trending on Twitter.
Right. So this is where Journey's Interactive ends. My name is Lord Asare. Good evening.